I do not have a godfather in the industry. My father's never picked up the phone or, asked somebody to take me in a film or even take a meeting from me. I'll tell you something honestly. I've had those comparisons since my first film. And initially, I was a little bothered by it. But then I realized, why am I bothered by it? Even them when they had come out were compared by to someone or the other. Sanjay sir had called me, told me that the ADs had got COVID and they wanted me to come and help out on set.
But any particular actor, director you want to work with, any particular role that you want to take up?
I'm never satisfied, with whatever performance I've given. There have been days where I got a little carried away, or I got in the past where I got a little cocky or a little oversmart or a little overconfident. Where my father's put me into place, and he's truly spoken from his heart, and he has put it all out, saying that, yeah, I've given it everything. I've had those ups, I've had those downs, and you've seen them. So this is more of a life lesson for you to learn from my mistakes, my matlab his, and and not make those same mistakes in my life.
Hi, Meezaan. Welcome to India TV. How are you feeling?
Hi, I'm feeling lovely, on top of the world, extremely overwhelmed, and happy.
Yeah, I mean, I have to blame you for this because I recently watched, I watched it on the day, a day ahead of the release. And trust me, you stood out.
Thank you so much.
I've like written a paragraph about you, especially about your performance.
Oh no way!
Yeah, yeah. Siddharth, does it finally feel like life is coming back together and it's all making sense?
Um, no, I think life is so confusing and complicated that it never makes sense. And there's so much more that I'm learning. I think this is not the end of it. There's so much more that I will be surprised with in the future as well, and keep learning. But yes, of course, it's been a great experience. And of course, it's my biggest film till date, so it's the most amount of eyeballs given on any film of mine. And people have really loved my work, and they've loved the film. So that appreciation is always appreciated, and I'm extremely grateful for the love that I've been getting. But it's just, I think this is a journey. It's a process. I don't uh, expect overnight success at all. I think it's a 20, 30 year journey. So I'm just probably 5, 6 years into it. There's a long way to go, a lot more films to do, a lot more work to do to get myself to that level, because that's what I expect out of myself. That's what I want from myself. And I know I'm capable of that. So I just, it's a journey, and I just have to keep working, with my head down. I just put on those horse blinders, and I don't see anything. I don't listen to anything. I don't let the positive or the negative comments bother me. I just keep working. I think that's the right approach.
And Luzan, you just mentioned a hustle to pay off very quickly. I'm saying that you just mentioned a Schumacher period of 20, 30 years. It's a hustle. Are you prepared for that?
I'm fully prepared for that. I am willing to. I've committed already to that. I committed to that the minute I said yes to Sanjay sir to launch me. When I knew that I'm about to enter this industry, I knew that I'm going. It's 100% commitment, because this line of work takes over your whole life. It's not just I go to the office at that point of time. It's 24/7. You know,
Yeah.
and those actors who say that I want my privacy, no, I'm sorry, you got it wrong, because the work, the profession doesn't, it doesn't come with that. It comes with all of this. When I step out of my house, I have to be ready for someone holding the camera in my face. I can't
Yeah.
be like, hey, क्यों ले रहा है photo? Hey, बंद कर. No. It doesn't work like that. That's not the line of work you're in.
Do you also enjoy it somewhere?
Of course, I love it. I love it. I love it. I enjoy it. It is why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm a fool if I do not see all these things coming along with it. Like I said, I already knew what I was getting into, because I mean, yes, of course, I've been grateful enough to be born in this family and have a father and grandfather whose learnings have taught me so much. And, through them, I have seen what comes in the industry, what the industry demands of you. what are the highs, what are the lows, how to deal with the lows. So all of that, and I think I've learned a lot from my father and his journey and his mistakes.
How do you deal with the challenges that industry sort of throws at you?
Uh, I think life just throws challenges at you, every time. It's not just the industry. I think everyone in their own way is dealing with challenges, and you have to keep working your way around it. I guess that is what is actually going to take you forward, and that is what is going to keep you long lasting in the industry. If you learn to adapt and maneuver forward, then I think you will be able to keep working and keep doing films, because that's what I've done. So I do not have anyone backing me. I do not have a godfather in the industry. My father's never picked up the phone or, asked somebody to take me in a film or even take a meeting from me. None of that. I think I've fought my own battles all my life, and I will continue to do so. I think that's what makes me strong, and that's what makes me special. And I think by when the time comes, I will be so ready and so well versed with everything around that I will एक foundation बहुत strong हो जाता है. You know what I'm saying? Then people can't really move you because you've understood every single aspect.
Yeah.
Behind the camera, production, post production, distribution. There's so much that goes on, which I promise you, if you even ask the younger actors, they will not have any clue. अगर आप उनको पूछो कि बजटिंग में कैसे अलॉट होता है पैसा, to the radio slots, to the radio channels, to there's multiple things. I'm just naming a few, but they won't know because they just think that, oh, it's my job to just come here, do my bit in front of the camera, and go away. Yes, of course, it is your job to do that. But if you are expecting more in return, if you are expecting to be the star of that level and that stature, then that's all that's expected from you. Then there's a lot more that you have to do. It's 24/7. It takes over your life, you know. लोग बोलते हैं ना, do you want to be an actor? Do you want to be a star? And or do you want to be a star actor? I want to be a star actor. I want to be known at that level. I want people to love me. I want people to see my work. I want people to run into the theater when my movie arrives. And of course, that will be built up over time. That will not happen with one film. That will happen over 20 years. When I proved myself over time with my work and my love and my behavior and the way I talk and the way I conduct myself. So all those things will be taken into account after a decade or so, and then we'll see, where we stand.
Actually, then we'll talk again.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes. So, Meezaan, talking about Ajay Devgn, I have two questions for you there. One is, uh, we want to know. We have already seen this amazing viral behind the scene of you and Javed Jaafri sir dancing to three scene shot, and oh my God, it's crazy to another level. We want to know any such interesting tidbits that happen when you're sharing a stage with he is your father for sure. The performer. Uh,
I
how did it happen?
I mean, I'm first of all super thankful and grateful to Anshul sir and Love sir for giving me this moment, because it's in the director's hands, and he gave me this moment to share with my father in such a beautiful way.
You
And I think
nervous?
it goes. I was very nervous, very, very, very nervous. I was nervous in the rehearsals. I was nervous in the take. I don't know. But I think then I thought to myself, I said, you know what? There's no point in overthinking this. Just
Yeah.
let it go. Enjoy your moment. You rehearsed as much as you could. You've done all your hard work. Now you got to just enjoy this moment with your father. And I think that's what I tried to do. I just enjoyed that day in the morning. We started the song with that sequence, and we shot at 7 in the morning. First light, I think we shot that sequence with my dad. And that was a lovely experience. I was just so happy. I was smiling through and through.
We could see that energy reflect, in the video. But also, Nizam, when that song released and it was sort of, you became a rage, you became a sensation, right? And then there were also comparisons of you with Ranveer Singh, Ranbir Kapoor. How do you take it well?
I'll tell you something honestly. I've had those comparisons since my first film. And initially, I was a little bothered by it. But then I realized, why am I bothered by it? Even them when they had come out were compared by to someone or the other. I should be grateful with the fact that there people are comparing me to two of our country's best actors. So I'm very grateful and thankful for that fact that you're comparing me with someone so big, and so good at their craft. And there's so much that I learned from both of them. And I aspire to reach that stage as well in my life. But I also know that no matter what, like I told you, I keep all the noise out. I just focus on what I have to do because I know that I have my own personality. I'm confident in the way I am and the way my craft is. And I know that people will see that. It will take time. It's a process. I can't expect people to know me inside out. I mean, your girlfriend or your partner does not know you inside out in 1, 2 meetings. It's a journey, it's a process. It takes that much time. So I think जितना काम मैं करूंगा उतना लोग मुझे जानेंगे. The more they will see me how I am as a person, and I think I will create an identity for myself over time. It's a process. I just have to keep working, keep doing films, keep doing good work, and then I people will know Meezaan as Meezaan.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You appeared in two films around 2020, 2013, which is, Malal and a Hangama too. And then did you go back to being an AD, assistant director on Gangubai set?
So Malal had come out in 2019, and then 20. Sorry. Then I was working on Hangama. I had finished shooting Hangama, and I think Hangama was released as well. This was during COVID.
Yeah, yeah.
Hangama was released during COVID on online, and after that, Sanjay sir had actually called me because a lot of his ADs had fallen sick
Okay.
because they got COVID, and shooting chal rahi thi, and we all understand. I mean, I hope the other actors also understand this that when a set has been put up and there's everything locked, there's a lot of money being invested, which is already gone.
Yeah.
So if shoot doesn't happen that day, there's a lot of money that's going to be wasted. So I come from that old school film family, and I believe in films, and I respect what's going on set. So if any director was to call me to come and help them out on set, I would happily be there in a heartbeat because I understand what goes into it, and I love film sets. So Sanjay sir had called me, told me that the ADs had got COVID, and they wanted me to come and help out on set. And without a second thought, I just went there and I was helping them out with whatever in whatever capacity I could on set.
तो ये बिल्कुल थॉट नहीं आया आपके दिमाग में दैट आपको मैं स्टार बन गया आपको मैं दो फिल्म में आ चुका.
क्यों आना चाहिए? किसी के नहीं आना चाहिए. मैं तो भैया कहता हूँ कि कल को मैं स्टार भी बन जाऊँ ना. आई होप दैट आई गेट एन अपॉर्चुनिटी वेयर समवन कॉल्स मी एंड आई कैन हेल्प देम आउट ऑन द फिल्म सेट. एंड आई वुड लव टू डू दैट, यू नो.
Wow, that's really nice to know. Also, Nissan, have you ever, you know, just try and be as honest as possible. You've already spoken about this, but has being Javed sir's son, helped you kabhi bhi life mein, or or maybe you've seen him in the industry for so many years. Does it help deal with the pressure?
It's it's only helped me with it's helped me with my talent. It's helped me with my genes. It's helped me with the knowledge that has been passed on by my parents to me at home. And it has helped me with cops at Nakabandis if they ever stop me.
You were also part of Boogie Woogie Titan track.
Yes, I was. I was 2 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember anything about it? I'm sure no, but if you look
Not
back,
not the title track per se, but a lot of memories regarding Boogie Woogie because Boogie Woogie for my family was like a I can't even explain. But it was like any friend comes, any family relative, any guest comes home. Chalo, let's take them to Boogie Woogie ka set.
the show, the show.
Yeah, it was the show. It was an outing for my family, and my dadi used to literally go and sit on set every day, eat khana, enjoy herself. And I also used to go as a kid, and we used to love it.
Okay. And with that last few questions that I have for you, um, are you happy with what you have right now?
Very,
Yeah.
very.
Is there anything that you feel अभी I'm sure बहुत है कि बहुत करना बाकी है, but any particular actor director you want to work with, any particular role that you want to take up?
No, when I think I'll always be happy in life, regardless of anything, because I've realized that none of it is in your control, especially with films, right? So you have to. It's your destiny at the end of the day, and it's luck. I've seen that with my father as well. My father, I don't think I've seen anyone as talented as my father in the industry. But did he get his due? No. So did he stop trying? No. He kept on working. He kept on doing different things. And you have to enjoy your craft. I'm not in this business to get something out in return. I'm now doing what I'm doing because I enjoy my craft. So I love creating. I'm a very creative person, right? So I love creating something new. I will try to do, in whatever perspective, whether it's music, whether it's movies, whether it's any of that. So I'm more involved in the creation process and thoroughly enjoying my craft. And I think as long as I keep this mindset, I will never be unhappy. I will never be uh, not content, with whatever I'm getting my way. So, which is why I've programmed myself to be very content. I'm very happy. But yes, of course, I'm not content with the kind of work that I've done. I always want to do better. I feel like, "Nahi, yaar, I could have done this shot better." I'm never satisfied, with whatever performance I've given. When my mother asked me that, "What do you think? How you performed in De Pyar?" I'm like, "Yeah, it was good. I could have done better. I could have been better in these scenes. I could have danced better. I could have done this better." And I think that's very important. You have to keep the fire going. Which is why you're going to keep striving to do better. Otherwise, you'll die as an artist. The creativity should never die.
Absolutely, Mizan. Has there ever been a very intimate father-son conversation on Javed sir feeling that he did not get his views?
Yes. There have been days where I got a little carried away, or I got in the past, where I got a little cocky, or a little oversmart, or a little overconfident, where my father's put me into place, and he's truly spoken from his heart. And he has put it all out, saying that, yeah, I've given it everything. I've had those ups, I've had those downs, and you've seen them. So this is more of a life lesson for you to learn from my mistakes, my matlab his, and not make those same mistakes in my life. The problem is that we today are so confined within Mumbai and wherever we are, that India is so big and so vast and so different, and India has so much going on within India, and now to after social media and all of this coming on, इंडिया के अंदर ही इतनी इंडस्ट्रीज हैं. There's Punjabi industry, there's Telugu, there's Tamil, there's Bhojpuri, there's so much. So how many people are you going to appeal to? So to appeal to that level of audience, there's a lot that you are going to be willing to give out to the world, and not expect anything in return. You just have to keep working, keep working, keep working with your head on your shoulders, with your head down, with the humility, and that is the only way. You know,
Wow, beautifully put. Thank you for being so honest and opinionated, Mizan. I mean, it
not
was a wonderful, wonderful conversation with you.
Thank you, thank you.